we're gonna tell people it's awesome.
That's right.
Or you're gonna call me out
no
for
matter
not.
what it tastes like, it's awesome. It tastes great.
He is a Georgia native, a Georgia Bulldog, and Major League Baseball starting pitcher. He is a Seattle Mariner. Welcome, Emerson Hancock, to a brand new edition of I Cook, You Measure. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Well, how much do you actually cook? Can you
Not
cook?
a lot, but there's a couple things I'm pretty good at.
Like?
Steak.
Okay, time out a second. When I asked, what do you want to make on the show? You said, let's make steak.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, maybe we just need to perfect our technique. Why do I feel like you are setting me up right now?
It's probably the thing that I've cooked the most. It's easy, and anytime that me and my wife are like, hey, let's cook tonight, it's like, let's go grab some steaks and see what happens.
Okay, well, you might have to take the lead on this one. Steak is one of those things I actually don't make very often. Normally, I would sous vide it to get that internal temp just right, but I'm just gonna turn that over to you.
That's a lot of responsibility.
And but before we get into what we are actually making today, let's get some wine going. We are making steak, so we have chosen a red wine. Emerson, if you would grab that bottle. I picked it up at Safeway. It's the Zach Brown flavor, which
perfect,
I thought would be perfect
fitting.
for you.
It's very fitting.
How many of his songs do you have on the playlist?
I listen to a lot. There's a couple that are definitely on my beach playlist too, so it's pretty big. Yeah.
What do we have on the beach playlist?
I can't reveal all that, but that's a good playlist that we in the summers or definitely in the fall, whenever in the off season, that's played a lot.
Okay, well, can you open it?
Absolutely, I can open it.
Oh. This confidence is unmatched by other guests on the show, Emerson.
You might have exposed a couple of other people, huh?
Exposed is a strong word, but yes, I think we did. Look at this.
Yeah, listen, I don't drink a lot, but
when you
I can definitely think I can open a bottle of wine when I have to, you know?
But how did you get into wine? Wine is not necessarily a Georgia thing.
No, but it is something that we just kind of started with, and I liked it, and I saw how much people really appreciate it. I'm not into smelling it and tasting everything, but it is nice to go somewhere and be like, all right, let's get a good bottle and just hang out and chill, have a good meal. You know?
You and your wife do it right. Look at that. Look.
Clean, perfect. Now you have to keep,
technique.
I always like to keep the top.
Okay.
Yeah, just sometimes you just put it on top of the refrigerator, reminds you the bottle you drank, you know?
Emerson, I'm speechless right now. That was perfect technique. Let's see how the pour looks.
Okay, this is what I've gotten a lot better at because I've learned that, you start, you go here, it's hard to measure, but it's all about the end turn whenever you kind of stop it like that.
Yes.
So then you would try it, right? A little bit.
Is this how you do it at home? Do you tell your wife, would you please try this first?
Let Haley, try it out, see how you like it.
And then when I say, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then obviously we go some more.
Okay. Would you like the glass? This is master class.
Here, turn, and then I'll pour some too, because the guest always goes first. I'm not gonna try it. I'm just gonna trust your taste in wine and feel like we're in a good spot. So.
Okay, all right. Well, let's at least, cheers the glass.
Absolutely. That's how you start. Now we're off to a good start.
Okay. Now that we are off to a good start, let's actually talk about what we are gonna cook today.
Okay.
It is in fact steak. I picked up all of these ingredients from Safeway. You can find the recipes on Safeway.com or on the app. We're gonna do steak with a chimichurri sauce, and we're gonna do a grilled salad with a balsamic glaze.
Oh, that'd be good.
Here's the thing, none of this actually requires a lot of cooking, so it's perfect for summer. I know that you can grill. Can you use a knife?
Yes, but this will be a first for right here, chopping this up.
Okay. Well, let's get the chimichurri going first. As small as you feel comfortable cutting across.
Okay.
And we're gonna put that in the bowl.
Okay.
You do use knives, right?
A little bit. See, you can learn a lot just by watching the Food Network and how people cut. Doesn't mean that it's gonna be as fine as they do it, but if you kind of go through it quick enough, you can convince people that you know what you're doing.
Yes.
So,
yeah, it's all about the confidence.
So obviously we need to cut this more, right?
We do
just
need
kinda
to
go
cut
through it
that
a couple more times.
Yeah. Now I can offer you a trick for that.
Yeah, show it to me because now I'm kind of losing my grip on it.
Okay, so if you keep the tip of the knife down and you rock it back and forth.
Okay.
And now you've got a little more control.
On what you're doing, right?
Yep, on what you're doing, and you can just kind of get that finer cut. It's not going to move quite as much.
Tell. See how you're kind of just chopping it up a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, this technique works for just about everything. Look at that. You're narrating your own chopping.
Not bad. We got to get a little finer though, don't we?
Do you ever eat steak before you pitch, or is that always a post-game meal?
Post-game.
Yeah.
Post-game or definitely night before.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's the pregame meal?
Pre-game's light. My stomach just gets weird. You're ready to go out and pitch, so I try to go chicken, a rice, some sort, carb as much as I can. But once it gets to be about 2 or 3 hours before, it's hard.
Nothing.
It's hard.
Do you ever eat in-game?
No, we have there's little gummies that we take or the gel. If anything with gel is very easily, I'll try to sip Gatorade as much as I can, but again, it's just weird. My stomach kind of shuts off on me a little bit.
Well, you are, performing at a really high level.
I know, but I think it'd be such a huge advantage to be able to eat during the game or eat a lot before.
I don't know. Do you generally like to eat a lot before you work out?
Well,
I don't.
You need energy. You're burning so much
You do need
energy.
energy. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me they eat Uncrustables during the middle of the game.
I don't know. I can't do it.
Oh, okay. But in Little League, did you?
No.
No, even in Little League?
No, not much during the game. I remember drinking a ton of Gatorades because all the parents or people would bring the coolers and have them on ice and stuff. But in between, chicken strips from the concession stand.
Oh, yeah.
That was the go-to, yeah.
In between games, chicken strips. Now, see, that makes my stomach hurt thinking about it. Chicken strips, and then I'm going to go play another game.
Yeah, but when you're 11 or 12, you don't know any better.
You can do a lot when you're 11.
You're going on your fourth game of the day at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You're I need something in my stomach.
That's true. Okay, here's a couple of garlic cloves.
Okay. Same deal?
I would love for you to cut those up. As small as you feel comfortable, I am happy to take over if that knife is starting to get too close to your fingers.
No, that's not.
You're the one that needs your hands for work more than I do. So.
I know, but you got to be able to do many things, right?
Although, I guess, that would be your glove hand, so.
It'll be all right if something happens, right? It's all a matter of how it tastes.
As long as it tastes good.
If it tastes good and you did your part, it's worth the risk that you got to take for it.
Which is why I don't do a lot of grilling.
All right, you take over.
I am afraid of fire. I am afraid.
So you have that one down, that technique down. That one takes me a little time to learn there.
Yeah. Again, you go fast enough, you act with confidence. People think you know
Nobody
what
will
you're
think
doing,
anything of
right?
it.
People think you know what you're talking about. It's been the motto for my entire life, Emerson. Okay, so now, would you like to wipe that off? I'm over here making a mess. So now all we're gonna do for that is add 4 tablespoons of olive oil.
Okay.
This is 2 tablespoons, so if you give me 2 of those.
Pretty good.
You could totally eyeball this, kids, if you don't have measuring cups at home, or let's say that you are on vacation and you're in a rental house and they don't have it, you can totally eyeball it. What we're looking for is enough liquid so that we can scoop it onto the steak, right? This is not gonna be a paste. There's actually gonna be almost like a vinaigrette that goes with it, so that's what we're looking for. So if you would give me 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar.
Or you could do it right here, just in case, if you had a spill of some sort, it's in the bowl and not on the table.
You are such an intuitive cook, Emerson. I mean,
I might not always do things the smartest way, but we'll get it done, you know? We need some crushed red pepper in here. Just feeling it out here, or just?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't want to overdo it on the crushed red pepper? Or
no,
do we need
I
some
mean,
more?
we can always add more to it later.
You can't take it away.
That is true. You, yeah, I got totally sidetracked on that. I am actually, because we've got so much parsley, which is perfect, I'm actually gonna eyeball that in there a little bit more.
Yeah, we don't need to measure in cups,
I
do
know.
we?
It's for the show. It's in the title of the show. It's called I Cook, You Measure, so you had to do some measuring today, Emerson. I don't know what to tell you on that front. Now, there's no cooking involved in this, but what we're gonna do is let the vinegar and the oil, again, come together as a vinaigrette. We're gonna let it soften the garlic just a little bit and the parsley, so we're gonna set that aside.
Okay.
To make a balsamic glaze, have you ever done this?
No, this will be good. I need to learn this.
Okay, take the balsamic vinegar.
Okay. Measure it.
Measure
it out?
Measure like 3/4 of a cup there.
Okay.
Okay.
3/4 of a cup. Close. Oh,
There you go.
that's right on it.
Did you get it?
That's right on it.
Again, it's a natural in the kitchen, folks. I mean, we got a little on the
It's
counter,
okay
but that's
though.
okay.
That's part of it.
That's
that
part-
comes
that's
with
very,
cooking. It
it's
comes
authentic.
with cooking. Yes.
It happens on shows all the time.
When you see it on TV, when it doesn't look messy, it's not real. It
Right.
has to have a little mess every now and
That is true. Then we'd be faking it. We're not faking it. Okay, pour this into that pan.
then. Okay. Do we have like a little low heat in here? Like
We
what's
do
going
have a
on?
little low
Okay.
heat.
So,
We are gonna bring this to a simmer.
okay.
We are going to let it simmer until it gets thicker, and that is how you make a balsamic glaze.
That's it.
That is it.
Okay.
That is
Easy.
Literally, this
That's
is all the
easiest
cooking
part.
that you're gonna do
That's the
today.
easiest part.
Is that well, yes. I mean, that and the steaks that you're gonna do for me
You
next.
just gotta watch the steaks.
He's gonna watch the steaks. That is coming up when we come back.
When you shop in the Albertsons app, you can count on us to choose fresh produce, guaranteed. Even if you can't count on Mom to eat her veggies.
I Cook, You Measure is proud to support Game On, so every kid can play.
Family, 1, 2, 3.
Family! Good break.
Okay, we are ready for the next phase of our summer dinner. Our grill pan is heating up. We're gonna throw the steaks on there. Our balsamic vinegar is reducing so we can make a glaze. That's gonna go on our grilled salad, chimichurri. It's already done, which either means that Emerson Hancock and I are gonna stand here and look awkwardly at each other, or we're gonna put you to the test.
Okay.
So chimichurri is typically made with parsley. Most often it's flat leaf parsley. That is actually just curly parsley, but
Okay.
the flavors are similar. I'm curious how familiar you are with other herbs.
Not very. Not very, but I think I see one that I know.
Okay, which one do you think you know?
Yes.
Okay, what is that?
Rosemary.
It is rosemary.
Rosemary.
What do you normally use rosemary for? What do you use it for?
I don't know. I've only seen it when they put it in the pot sometimes when they put the butter around the steak. That's all I've seen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say like when they put it in the pot and they make it like decorative at Christmas
that's
time.
true. That's true. Yeah. I can see that.
Okay, so we have no idea what the other ones are. Now you can actually
Hold on.
you just throw that down. You could actually eat it. All of these
Okay.
things you can eat. So if you'd like to sample a leaf, that one I will tell you, if you sampled that leaf, you would know right away what it was.
Any leaf?
Yeah.
Do I need to? Is it gonna be,
It's-
it good to sample it?
Yes.
Are you sure? Just eat the leaf.
You're gonna know what it.
Mint.
Yeah.
Right, perfect. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
See? Here's the thing with mint, kids. If you decide to grow mint, it grows like a weed. Put
Okay.
it in its own plant.
Okay.
Okay, so that one's done. What else do we have?
I've seen this before at the grocery store a lot. I don't know.
Used this on the show before.
What do we got? What is it?
This is thyme. So we're down to 2. And you're gonna wanna smell that one for sure.
Okay, smell it.
Yep.
I don't know those two. What do we got?
What if you taste that one?
No,
It's like, no.
I still have some mint taste going on.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, so this one is cilantro.
Okay.
You gotta be careful because it looks a lot like flat leaf parsley.
Okay.
Tastes very different
Okay.
on that one. This is oregano.
Okay.
So when we make chimichurri, again, we're usually using parsley, that's traditional, but you could also do a mint chimichurri and put it on lamb.
Okay.
You could use any of the fresh herbs that you have
Okay.
and kind of zhuzh it up
I did pretty
however
good.
you would like. You did do
The mint would add a nice taste to
The
it.
mint
It
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Do you ever experiment with flavors in the kitchen?
No, I don't. Pretty standard, pretty simple.
Well, maybe we are opening up a whole new world
That's
on
right.
this front.
That's right.
What's the meal that always reminds you of home?
I think hamburgers, to be honest with you. Yeah, my dad always he has like a little grill. He always goes out in the garage and just throws hamburgers on, and anytime we have some people over, it's just easy to make hamburgers. Mom will do like some cut up, like homemade fries, which are really good. Yeah, that's what makes the whole,
That's killer good.
Yeah, so probably hamburgers for sure.
Okay, but like assist to mom for leveling that one
Yeah,
up.
mom takes it, like dad's burgers are good, but
Right.
it's really the homemade fries that.
Yes.
You wanna flip these over?
Sure. I'm gonna let you flip these over.
Okay.
We're gonna put them on the grill. We'll be right back.
When you shop in the Albertsons app, you can count on us to choose fresh produce, guaranteed. Even if you can't count on mom to eat her veggies.
Should we have gone the other way?
I mean,
Fine.
you're the grill guy. I don't know, Emerson. Which way should we go? Welcome back to I Cook, You Measure. Mariners starting pitcher Emerson Hancock is helping me with steaks. I mean, did we not take geometry in school? What's
I wasn't very good at it.
it. Now I can't figure this out.
See?
Perfect. Now we're gonna get them to fit. If you would take those 2 small heads of romaine lettuce, and all I need you to do is slice it right down the middle.
Slice it right down the middle.
Yep,
Both of them.
long way, right down the middle.
This way.
Yep, exactly. Perfect. Great. Now, I'm gonna spray this again. If you were doing this on an outside grill, I would recommend that you coat that with olive oil because it's just a little bit heavier.
Okay.
All we're gonna do is this. Have you ever had a grilled salad?
Oh, this is cool.
Well, this is the way that you can get your veggies in without having to, like, dirty anything
like it,
else,
yeah.
right? We're just gonna let that sit here for a second while I challenge you with virtual master chef.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 5 ingredients. You're gonna tell me what you would make with all 5 of these ingredients, like on the same plate, in the same dish, okay? We're gonna start with fish, any sort of white fish. So like not salmon, any sort of white fish.
Okay.
Tomato, zucchini, capers, cornmeal.
Okay. Capers, don't know. Cornmeal, I would do like a sliced tomato and zucchini kind of mix, maybe saute them a little bit. I would take, what was the last one?
Cornmeal.
Cornmeal, maybe do some sort of crust on the fish, maybe a grouper or a snapper.
Yep, yep.
And kind of tie those 2 things in together a little bit.
Okay, perfect.
Or capers.
Do you know what a caper is?
I think so, but what do we need it for in the meal?
Well, we need it for flavor in the meal. And that's
true.
kind of what makes it fun.
Okay.
How about if we take those strawberries and just slice them a little bit because we're gonna put them on top of our greens.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can do that.
excellent. Are you different now as a player than when you were a kid? And I mean like the personality wise. Like you, to me, are always so even keel. You are definitely pleasant to be around. It's not that you're not a fiery competitor, but your general demeanor is calm to me. Has it always been that way?
No, I think I've had to learn it.
Really?
And, yeah, I do. I think, you know, when you're little and you're younger, you just want to win and you don't understand that you're supposed to get out sometimes, especially like as a hitter, you know, you're going to make an error or they're going to score runs on you. And I didn't quite understand that. I didn't understand that side of baseball. So I think I've definitely had to learn it, but there are times where, you know, I am super fiery and competitive and you want to win. I think it's a balance.
Look at you go.
Those aren't bad slices.
Those are not. No, I feel like that's pretty good.
Pretty good too.
I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like everything is pretty good and that we are ready to plate. We're gonna do that next.
Hey there, it's me. Food. Whenever you need me. I'm ready for you. Especially when you're busy. And you're always busy.
So awesome.
But no matter what, we find time for this. So go ahead and enjoy the moment. Because there's plenty to go around. Keep it easy, my friends. Sincerely, food. Sincerely, Safeway.
We've got the salad done. Let's try your chimichurri.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
I would give it like a little stir.
Oh, yeah. It's all about how
You have watched a lot of cooking
balance.
shows.
Good balance.
I am
right?
very impressed.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that you get a good balance of all. And just kind of.
Yes.
Not bad, right?
Not bad. This is a gorgeous plate. It's full of summer. Should we try it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You have to. It's the best part.
Now, are you gonna try just the steak and then?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that I get a good piece with some
Chimichurri.
Oh yeah. Okay. And it makes sure it just balances out.
I'll let you go first.
Pretty good. Pretty good first bite.
Pretty good?
Pretty good first bite. I think it's the chimichurri. That's what takes it over the top.
That's totally
It's
the
pretty good.
chimichurri.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That fresh garlic has like some, like fresh garlic has like a little spice to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're gonna impress your wife so much with this.
Oh, just add it in there. It's a new ingredient. It's like a whole nother thing.
And it's not really cooking. I mean, it is cooking,
Right.
it's just not cooking.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The fruit's a nice touch.
And I do like the wine.
I'm gonna do a piece of steak followed by a sip of the wine.
Yeah.
Just to see how, you know.
Just to see how that goes. I mean, you are the person who is into a good glass of wine and food these days.
That's pretty good.
I'm in.
I'm definitely adding the chimichurri in next time I do steaks.
There you go.
Absolutely. It's a must.
It's a winner.
It's a must.
You crushed it.
We did a good job.
We did a good job.
We did a good job.
Well
we
done,
learned a lot.
Emerson. We did learn a lot. We learned a lot today. We had a lot of fun on the show. We do every time we join you for I Cook, You Measure. But as you know, it is not possible for everybody in our community to gather around a food full of table. It is why for every episode of the show, a donation is made to a nonprofit working to end food insecurity in our community. And food banks, they need our help now more than ever. So I invite you to join the cause. And I invite you to come back for our next episode of I Cook, You Measure and give Emerson a nice thank you.
Thank you, Jen. This was great. See? You collect the corks.
I do collect corks. I never know what to do with them though.
But it looks cool.
It does look cool. Now, what looks less cool is when you drink so much wine that it starts coming out of the top of that, and then you're like, am I overdoing this?
I Cook, You Measure is presented by Safeway, who welcomes everyone at the table through the Nourishing Neighbors program. You can donate in stores or by visiting nourishingneighbors.com.